Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, how do you interpret this formation?
Well, I've seen it before, Peter, but it's extremely unusual. Whether it actually stays like we've been told, we'll gauge once the game is ongoing, but essentially it can be effective from both a defensive or offensive viewpoint. It all depends on the manager and his personnel and whether he prefers getting on the front foot or just thinking a little negatively. We'll have to wait and see.
And he's had a hit!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi.
Oh, really well played.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Thuram calmly anticipates. Aimed beyond the defence. Batistuta. Batistuta! So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand...
Chance for a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Chiellini. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's been given away. He's having a shot! Goal! Spain! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rijkaard. Indonesia are trailing against the run of play. Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball, and he's in here. Pau Cubarsí did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's got the beating of his man. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Jordan Henderson. Half an hour played now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely worked. Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Pedri.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and the...
And Batistuta!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Well read, nice interception. McTominay. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Neymar. Rijkaard. Oh, they can break here. Chiellini. Now it's Griezmann. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que la tienda oficial del estadio está abierta entre semana y en días de partido. Se va a
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, important interception. Indonesia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Albert Ferrer. McTominay. Howson. Messi. Spain looking to pass their way through. Neymar. Xavi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Mbappe. Clipped into space. Neymar. And it's Xavi. Griezmann. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He is through here! Oh, good claim by the keeper.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance. Indonesia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is...
Batistuta! And again the keeper stands strong.
Batistuta really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
And we have our very first corner.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 9 será reemplazado por el dorsal 7.
Spain are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pedri. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Neymar. No, again there's no way through. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played, well played.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Quality ball. Xavi knocks it into space. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Puyol kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Xavi. Jordan Henderson engages and forces him off the ball. Time is running. He's gone for goal! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Spain finding their passes. Henderson. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Spain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Big chance! Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Xavi. That has not gone well. Zanetti. Chiellini. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out to the left flank. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Messi. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim. Pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He's a sharp little ball here. Chiellini. Howson. Albert Ferrer. McTominay. Chiellini. And it's Forlan. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Serves up across. Saliba gets it away. Rijkaard. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Nicely shaped ball. Well read, nice interception. Chiellini. And the keeper's got it again.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Batistuta receives it in a good position here. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now it's Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. Spread it left. Flings in across. Platini. Oh, it's Van Basten. McTominay gets over and intercepts. Messi. Robertson gets across to intercept that. Platini. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a form that could spell trouble. Can he finish? Off the post. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Zanetti. McTominay. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice looking ball. It's played through for him. Rijkaard. Looking for a runner. Albert Ferrer. And it's Chiellini. And that is a little undercooked. Great vision. Oh, delightful ball. Real chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Albert Ferrer. To Chiellini. Forlan. He's in plenty of space here. De Jong. Totti. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's picked it up out wide. It's a throw-in. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Danger averted for now. Half-time getting close now. De Jong. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. Howson. McTominay. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That ball looks a good one. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Indonesia presented with a golden opportunity here to open the scoring. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half.
And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Indonesia head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Indonesia carrying a 1-goal lead. Batistuta. Totti, that's an imaginative pass. Zanetti. And it's Forlan. Batistuta. Van der Ven deals with that comfortably. Platini. Platini. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Totti. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it, or played right into his path. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
McTominay makes the interception. And it's Totti. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. That's a delicate pass. That'll be a corner.
Substitution in progress.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Simons thinks about the shot. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it.
Oh, he's been caught! Oh, shooting chance! They would have been quick to recover this.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Knocks it into space. Oh, what a ball! Tries a shot! It's there! There seemed no way back, but they are level. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And Batistuta! Should have equalised.
Batistuta clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's a good ball out wide. Not the most accurate pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great defending, strong and determined. Indonesia must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
The final 5 minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Batistuta. Batistuta!
Indonesia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Xavi Simons. Rijkaard. And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Batistuta. It's full on! That comes as a mighty relief. It's a loose ball. And it's Messi. Messi! Oh, off the bar! Zanetti delivers. And that has been cleared. Showing good feet.
Indonesia would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got...
It's Asa! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Chiellini. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Batistuta. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Azar. No goals as yet. Mateus. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Messi. Brighton have got it back and they'll have another go. Iniesta. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game. So the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Forlan. For Iniesta. And here's Mbappe. Hazard. And it's Messi. Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mateus. Now it's Donatoni. Iniesta. Messi. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Iniesta. Mbappe is flagged offside. Chiellini. Zanetti. McTominay. And it's Griezmann. A probing pass. And the shot! It is a fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
Indonesia have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Real chance! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Lovely feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He is through here. That's the keeper's ball. Donatoni. Messi. He's on it, can he get away? And the flag has stayed down, and the shot! It's in! Deep into first-half stoppage time, a crucial goal!
Yeah, a fantastic run and
that'll be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half, neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose.
Hazard! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Hazard brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Griezmann chasing after it. Mateus. Hazard. And it's Hazard. Donatoni in acres of space out wide. Batistuta could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Now it's Griezmann. Great ball if he can get there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Chiellini. Van Dijk. Messi. And here's Mbappe. That is good alertness. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Good take, and can he finish? Off the post. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Forlan. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Now it's Donatoni. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing nice and neat. Shot a goal! Another big chance that gets away.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution for Indonesia.
Brighton with the corner, they're first.
Number 18,
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he has been fouled there. Mateus. And it's Iniesta. Now it's Hazard. Brighton finding their passes. Great chance! And it's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hazard. Donatoni. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Passes short and sharp. It's Hazard! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, there's a probing ball. Albert Ferrer. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Serginho has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Brighton have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Donatoni. Now it's Griezmann. And it's Serginho. Now it's Griezmann. Driving through the middle.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe. Mbappe. And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, and you know what I'm going to say next.
2 added minutes has been
Mbappe
indicated.
is onto this. So nearly the perfect ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Iniesta has a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mateus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Beckham plays it short. He is just caressing the ball. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Mateus, oh, smashing header! The last act of a game which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
Today, please have your entry tickets.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Indonesia can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Batistuta. Shot could be on. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Oh, perfectly measured that. Messi picks it up out wide. And this is Griezmann. It's Griezmann! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Griezmann really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That could well leave a mark. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Santos are looking to go forward now. Messi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Griezmann. Van Dijk did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Messi. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! They've scored! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Aos 15 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 14.
So, a breakthrough already. Thiago is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass somewhat off target. Olise. Santos applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course... Batistuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Rodri gets his head on it! No, not the best of headers. Albert Ferrer. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And the keeper's got it again. Now Albert Ferrer. Messi. Pumps for safety. McTominay. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Batistuta. And here's Batistuta. And it's Forlan. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Albert Ferrer. 30 minutes gone. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Looks up he goes! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Zanetti. And it's Thuram. Messi. Griezmann. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, played through for the wide man. That's an excellent interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking for options for movement. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Forlan. Van Dijk goes sliding in. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Griezmann. And it's Forlan. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's nice. Forlan. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So the team's still separated by 1 goal, but it should be very different. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Indonesia, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa
That gets things going for the second half.
substituído pelo jogador.
Indonesia carrying a 1-goal lead. Albert Ferrer. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And it's Thuram. Beckenbauer. Played for Chiellini. And it's Forlan. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now Albert Ferrer. And it's gone back to the keeper. Beckenbauer. And Zanetti. Knocks it into space. Forlan looking to run onto it. And he's managed to gift it back. And here's Griezmann. Messi! It's anyone's ball now. Santos are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Decent chance! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, a oozler of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Thuram. McTominay opts for safety. Howson. Thuram. And it's Serginho. Forlan looking to get on the end of this. James getting this one clear. Nice physical challenge. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. Indonesia appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. Out towards the flank. Thuram is the guilty party there. Always going over the top.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Indonesia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Belletti. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. He's had a shot! Well, there's the clearance. And he's managed to get free. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pass is just off target. And that's an excellent interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. Forlan. Now it's Mbappe. Now Mbappe. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And here's Azar. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a quick one. And it's Belletti. Bellingham. McTominay plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Azar. And they're quick to press. Bojan Krkić did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had it taken off him. McTominay did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Howson. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Hazard. Now it's Forlan. Knocks it back.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Tangerang. Howson. Now McTominay. And it's Forlan. Forlan. And it's McTominay. And it's Forlan. To Chiellini. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the action is back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's...
Big chance! McTominay. And that is a little undercooked. And the through ball. And the shot! Off the post! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Oh, and they couldn't have had a worse start to the second half, Peter. The captain has to pick himself up now, never mind his teammates.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Doué has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Boyan. Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Real chance here, and Boyan! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bojan Kirkic is offering a wry smile there.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Serginho. Lovely bit of skill. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Knocks it out wide. And it's Belletti. Cross needs to be good. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. A header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Howson picks it up from the goal kick. Hazard. So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but header! Cleared without complication.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, smashing header! He scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rodri has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Indonesia still have the cards to affect this game. Tries to pass it through. McTominay, and that's been intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. McTominay. Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for the run, and it's made its way to Batistuta! It's bounced back off the post. Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
And Batistuta! It's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Indonesia go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
This is wonderful front foot.
Real chance! He's got a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Chelsea get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide. Flings it across. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Doué. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted.
Indonesia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Indonesia close now to seeing this one through to the end. Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from
There will
him.
be 5
Done
minutes
delicately.
added time.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Forlan. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. 5 minutes to add. And it's Messi. No, he's not getting his way this time. Doué running with the ball. Well, this is surely their last chance. Now it's Haaland. Batistuta. That's that, the end. Indonesia have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they react. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Just eases him off the ball. Batistuta was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mateus. He's had it taken off him. Messi. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Cole. And here's Forlan. Oh, he had to make that, and he did. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Threads one in, and the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. First quarter of an hour gone, and that has left him in a heap. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Nakata. Good ball, good take. Indonesia yet to have an attempt on goal. He's a sharp little ball here. That has been cut short. Batistuta. Raul. Real chance! Goal! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first. Tries from a long way out. Cole. Oh, it's Batistuta. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Forlan. Bellingham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Nakata. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. He's in a good position here. And the shot! That's got him rattled. Vietnam with the corner. They're first. He rises! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rijkaard. Messi is onto this, and he was alert to it. And it's Nakata. This might spell danger. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Messi! It's run loose, and a chance! Nakata. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Well timed, excellent interception. Vietnam upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really...
Oh no, what has happened here? Raul. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. In by Messi, and that should get the job done. Throw in. Looking for options for movement. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Brilliant by Cole! About as smooth as it gets. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Vietnam grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
McTominay. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter to bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Indonesia get the second half going. Khan punts it upfield. Pops for safety. Back to the keeper it goes. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Indonesia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is...
And he's let fly! Belletti. And it's Belletti. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Forlan. Mateus. And it's Nakata. Great vision. Takes a shot! Danger averted for now. Griezmann. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Vietnam finding their passes. Shapes to shoot! Forlan! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality. it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Can he latch on to this? Cleared without hesitation.
Indonesia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
No, he's just misjudged that one. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Forlan, and he's there to get it away. Indonesia still have the cards to affect this game. Thinks about the shot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to pass it through. He can get that clear. And he cuts out the supply. Can he get it through? Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's played it in low. Oh, well played. Vietnam have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Substitution on the field.
It's their
20,
second corner of the game.
ayahku. Number 10, Messi. Number 13.
Climbs up big! He's scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence...
And Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's there to clear it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Villa. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Batistuta. And the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. Boyan. Oh, red, nice interception. Batistuta under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out.
Great chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Corner number 3 coming up. Big header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Beckenbauer certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Lorenzo Insigne looking to be a menace in the final third. Insigne, it's played through for him. And this is Hazard. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And the finish! Outstanding save to keep that out.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Keeper's dealt with that. That's that, the end. Indonesia, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.